I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but I love you. That's a really pretty tombstone. Look at that. Look at that. Oh gosh. Here's my mom and my dad. June and Tony Antonucci. Mommy died at 64. January 22nd, 2008 this year. And Daddy died January 23rd, 2007, a year before. 16 hours apart. 16 hours. He died of congestive heart failure. And Mom died of cancer. It was a weird run with Mom and Dad's sicknesses. Dad's was long. Daddy was sick. Gosh, I guess he had a triple bypass surgery in 93 or 96, I don't remember. And then he retired, and he always went in and out, had heart attacks, and he was a strong guy. He worked all the time. Oh gosh, even when he couldn't work anymore, he still worked. And he got sick in November 2006. Went in the hospital. And I only went to go see him a couple of times. I didn't go every day. I should have, but I didn't. Mama did. Mama went to go see Daddy. And I just wasn't really thinking too much of it. I wasn't being a very good son. And I got to hang out with them and do a cool video before I left. Let's get a little bit of his life story. Not a lot though, but a little bit. And then I went to Colorado for a couple weeks. Came back and started school again. But then on January 22nd, the first day of school, my family told me Dad was in the hospice, so I went there and I spent all night with him. I spent all night with you, Dad. Telling you the gospel of Jesus. It's good news how he died for your sins and forgave you. And you have to believe in him and you will go to heaven. I don't know if Daddy believed. I think he's in hell, but I really hope not. God, you know. And he died January 23rd, 10:45 in the morning. He went unconscious around 2 in the morning. And Mom came by, and this guy Vince came by, and then Daddy died. All night he was scared. I saw him naked, I saw him get a catheter, I saw him crying at me to take him out, take him away. But I didn't, and I felt so horrible. Oh, I left him there. I wanted to take him down to AC or the beach and just somewhere amazing and have him die there. Happy. But he died in hospice. Drugged up. Then Mama, she was sad. And I was sad. And I just kind of shut off and played video games. I didn't handle it too well. And she fell into depression. I got to take her to the UK, to England and Scotland and Ireland, and I'm so grateful for that, God. Thank you for that time with Mom. It was amazing. I really got to know her some. I mean, I know Mom, but I got to know some more depth in her. Mama loved it. It was her first trip. I wish to God, I wish I would have taken her all around Europe and just not came home. But we did come home, and then went back to the same old bullshit life. I left in July to go to Hawaii. Mom said she was hurt, and I just told her to work out. And I was getting mad at her because I wanted her to be in good shape, live to a nice old age. And I was yelling at her to work out. And then in end August, Patty called me for the first time in 8 months. She hadn't talked to me since she had a nervous breakdown and got possessed. She told me Mom had cancer. And I just was so broke. God, I was so scared and sad, and I trusted you to heal her. Jesus, I believed you could. I didn't really believe you would. I wanted you to, so bad. So I came home with Mama, who was sick in the hospital, and we took chemo together, and she lost her hair, and we hung out, but still, I should have spent all my time with her instead of working stupid jobs. I got mad at my family because they just bitch and bitch. They're always negative in a lot of ways. But in the end, we were all there with Mama. I spent the last week with her in the hospital while she was dying in January 12th, 15th, sometime when she went in. And God, I miss her. January 22nd, everybody came. Everybody in her family came, and we were there. Mom was suffering. She was aspirating on her own mucus and drowning in it. I suctioned her and brought up all that dry, heavy phlegm and mucus and blood. I probably hurt her when I was doing it. Then at 6:40 something, 6:50, I called up Jay Hartman and Robin. Robin picked up. My friends in Colorado, and asked them to pray that God would take Mom. Because she was hurting and suffering. That was the hardest thing I ever had to do. I told Mom it's alright to die. I didn't want you to die, Mom. I didn't want you to die. But I told you it's alright to die if you have to, Mom. I spent 4 days before she died reading her all 4 Gospels. Up all night reading the Gospels. Gosh, Mama. I think you knew Jesus. I hope you did. Hope you're in heaven. And I prayed for Robin, and she said she'd pray, and then I hung up, and I tried to call a doctor to ask for drugs to shut Mama down, to kill her, really, because she was suffering. And it hurt. And I called the guy's house and asked them to pray, and then my sister-in-law, Joyce, knocked on the door, and she said, Mike, Mama's gone. And I went out, and Mom was dead. And then I just broke down crying. And God, I can't believe my mom is dead. And then life changed forever. And I still don't know where I'm going. But Mom, since then, I started a business, which isn't doing good now, but it will. It will. It's going to be something great to preserve people's memories and really help them save where they come from and know what they don't know. It's called Love and Memories. And I moved. The house is getting sold still. I moved to Colorado again. That wasn't what I expected. It wasn't what I wanted or thought. And I moved back to, I didn't move back. I moved to LA. So I'm out in California now. I don't have a place to live. I gotta get there and see what happens. When I went to the Philippines, I did a mini medical school, Mom. I'm gonna meet with a friend who's going to medical school tomorrow. Who knows, maybe I'll be a doctor. I don't know. I just really miss you. So, that is the past 2 years of Mom and Dad's life. Well, my life with Mom and Dad. Today is December 30th. No, December 29th. December 29th, 2008. At the gravesite of June and Tony Antonucci, my mom and dad. And I love them. I miss them.